So the big news today is that we've had a terrorist attack in London. Um, this is shocking, but not overly surprising. I think it was inevitable that we were going to experience an attack at some point with everything that had been happening in our neighbouring countries. In fact, coincidentally, today is the first anniversary of the Brussels attacks. Um, with all the incidents that have been going on in France and Germany, it was inevitable that Britain was going to be next, and it has indeed happened. So the latest information is that 4 people are dead, including the attacker, and up to 20 people are injured. So it's considered a mass casualty attack because of all those injured. Some of them are in critical condition. Just going to briefly show you the screen. As you can see, there's still ongoing coverage of this. Apparently, what happened is the attacker drove down Westminster Bridge, which is a road bridge in central London, and drove his vehicle into pedestrian. 3 French tourists are among those injured. He got out, stabbed a police officer. The Mayor of London suggested that it was a male officer. Um, the former Conservative leader, Ian Duncan Smith, suggested it was a female officer, but either way, an officer has been stabbed to death. Um, I'm not sure if that's on top of the 3 people killed or included in that. So, like with these incidents, as they always play out, there's a lot of mixed information going around. The Independent, there is one source, so whether it's a reputable source or not, i.e., whether it really is the Independent or not, is naming Abu Izzadin as the attacker. He's a well known associate of the hate preacher Abu Hamza. It's an Islamist attack. I think there's, at this point, all the evidence seems to indicate that based on the witness testimonies. And it's, I'm just looking at the images now as I'm making this. I will be making updates on this video. This is really just for the basics at this stage. But the whole of Westminster was put in a security lockdown. A lot of MPs have said that they don't want to live in a bubble, but this is the protocol. Because this is, of course, where the British government is located. This is a very securely sensitive part of London. Many outside commentators have mentioned how the British security forces are among the best in the world. I mean, we haven't had a mass casualty attack in 12 years, not since the London bombings. There have been attempts since then. There was the Glasgow airport attack, there was the Exeter attack. So there's certainly been attempts, but this is the most serious incident since 7/7. Um, Tonight, the Prime Minister is chairing a Cobra meeting. She was immediately brought to a secure location, which is the protocol. My immediate thought actually it reminded me a bit of the 1991 IRA mortar attack, in the sense of it being an individual, in the sense of it interrupting a political procedure. It just come after Prime Minister's questions in the debate on Brexit. David Lidington, the leader of the House of Commons, addressed addressed the House, and so did Lindsay Hoyle, who's the Deputy Speaker, and they had to put the place in lockdown. Tobias Elwood, the MP, the former or the Foreign Minister, um, has received praise for trying his best to save the life of the officer, and he was right in there in the thick of it. So tonight, my thoughts are with the victims. I'll be making, inevitably other videos on the politics of this when the perpetrator is named. The perpetrator has been shot dead, which is good, because if this was a lone wolf attack, that means presumably the immediate carnage is over. But sadly, this day was inevitable, and it's come. Um, 4 dead. It's serious. It's not on the scale of 7/7, but it's nevertheless a serious attack. And my thoughts are with all those who've been injured tonight. I imagine some of them are in critical condition. So thanks for watching, and I'll make further updates as time goes on.